Okay, welcome to a discussion with Graham Kennedy, who is the Director of the Industrial Print Business at Ricoh Europe, and delighted to have you here today. Welcome, Graham.
Thank you, Marcus. Good to be
And
here.
thank you. Yeah, I'm Marcus Timpson with FM Future. We've collaborated with Ricoh Europe, a strategic partner, on a number of occasions in the past sort of 18 months, running reports and surveys, and we've just completed a new survey, the COVID-19 and the future of print, and we're just going to have a little look at some of the key headlines that have come out of that survey. I'm going to sort of get Graham's kind of perspective on the results. So if you bear with us, I'll go to the presentation. So yes, COVID-19 and the future of print 21. We ran this survey in October. We had 139 respondents from across the world, a mixture of people from the inkjet community, from the manufacturing world, and from the print sector, print service providers. And the aim really is to just get a perspective on how people feel and think the industry is at this point. So we'll go into some of the kind of key headlines. So Graham, this question, in your experience, has some sense of normality returned to business life when compared to April, when things were much more in a sort of early shock phase? I don't know what you've seen, and the results here suggest that 52% are saying yes, somewhat seems normal at the moment, or much more normal than before.
Yeah, I think this is difficult, Marcus, and even since the survey, the environment continues to be in a constant state of flux. I think certainly we see the businesses, individuals, they need to get back to normal. Certainly at Ricoh, we've seen the resilience in many countries across Europe. Firstly, perhaps simply to survive by continuing to support, to service, and connect with customers and markets. And secondly, to adapt to new ways of working, which in many cases can open up new opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely interesting. I guess nicely following on, really, how have you tackled the crisis? We're asking people how they've responded to it, whether they've changed anything or whether they've just continued as they have always. As you've just mentioned the word adaptability or adaptation, 56% have said we actually have adapted to create new demand and solve problems. Graham, how do you see this?
Well, I think in the inkjet world, sign and display, is a big part of the marketplace, and for these customers of ours, for the market in general, I think the loss of live events and exhibitions has been a real hammer blow. But at the same time, safety signage, social distancing for retail, and for return to the workplace has been able to, in some ways, plug some of that gap. Many wide format providers that we deal with are already venturing into the direct to garment marketplace, and for them, switching from t-shirts to face masks was again maybe it's opened up new markets and opportunities that were unforeseen prior to March.
Yeah, so you've seen quite a bit of adaptation, people prepared to do that, and new digital solutions. I guess it's meant people have maybe using their own kit that they already have and using it differently, or has it increased some demand for some products as well?
Yeah, using kit, yes. But I think anyone who has already had an e-commerce platform implemented to be able to connect and take advantage of these new opportunities might have had an advantage in the marketplace over others. So e-commerce certainly has been driving a lot of the new opportunity.
Yeah, brilliant. So this question we asked the challenges with general manufacturing and retail supply chains that we saw at the early phase. Has that led to any of the following? Sort of more clearly here, we can see that actually top of the list, an increase in collaboration between companies to solve supply problems has taken place. That's something, I guess, at Ricoh, with the kind of products and technology you have, that you've seen that in action.
Yeah, I think this is a really interesting one for us, Marcus, because it does reflect our pre-pandemic thoughts. COVID has clearly shown us. It's shown many sectors that there's been an over-reliance on mass-produced, mass volume supplies from Asia. So manufacturers they want greater control in order to react to more localized demand. And that falls right into the lap of digital, whether it be in textiles, for clothing, for wall, or for floor decor. Yeah, I fully expect digital printing in manufacturing to accelerate.
Yeah. And that's quite a positive, optimistic, and also exciting development. I think many people have used the word acceleration of change, and this seems to come through. Due to necessity as much as anything else, which is good for digital printing technology.
Yeah, I think in addition, I think it's it's about collaboration.
Hmm.
It's about risk. So you can do it yourself, or you can de-risk a project by collaborating with an experienced partner, someone who can help you to navigate your way through the pitfalls, help you
Hmm.
solve the problems in a more cost and time effective way.
Yeah, brilliant. Has the crisis of the past months affected your innovation plans? So we're asking really, as you would expect, that maybe it has. And it has, and 50% say yes, it has affected, but it actually means we're innovating more now, and only 6% said they've stopped innovating. That's a really positive trend by the looks of things. That actually innovation continues.
Yeah, as I just said, the pandemic's really highlighted some key issues in supply chain and manufacturing. So absolutely now is the right time to bring new innovations, new technology and processes to the market. I think it's a time to be brave, be committed, and collaborate. We have to be innovating. We have to
Mm,
be there to support each other.
mm.
In this time of crisis.
Yeah, no, definitely, and it's I think working together, and what you said there with Ricoh, and with the scale that you have and the commitment to inkjet, but also the investment you've already made in a lot of the expertise and experience in different projects. Um, it shouldn't mean that ideas stop. You can actually help people with the right idea. I mean, that's the key thing. Bring their product to life, and bring their idea to life,
Yeah,
which is
absolutely. So, given all of those issues that might be facing OEMs who are looking to bring products to market, I would urge any of them to talk to us.
mm,
Talk to us to try and find a path forward
mm,
that enables those innovations
mm,
to come to the market. Don't allow them to just melt away. See what Rico or someone else in your partner network can do to help keep them alive.
mm, mm. Um, COVID, has it affected plans to invest in new technology? I think interestingly here, it's still positive. It has changed investment plans, but actually the focus now seems to be on technology that solves new problems. Problem's a key word, isn't it? I think in terms of what Rico looks for in terms of developing new technology. Mm,
Yeah, it is, and I think from an investment perspective, I think through our own direct business, we continue to see that there's an appetite for investment in large capital equipment, but we also see from an OEM partner's perspective that there's an appetite to invest as well. I think the
mm,
considerations of production efficiency, being able to add value to existing applications, and then de-risking by expanding the breadth of an offering. That's what really continues to drive investment even during these difficult times.
mm, mm. And also, I guess there's a sense to which the more you're innovative now, the more you move forward. So I think there's that sense that, I guess, temptation for some people to kind of just sort of wait for the storm to pass. But actually, what you're saying here is continue innovating, because when the market gets stronger, you're going to be in a better position.
Indeed, yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
what is your priority with technology now? And interestingly, I think it makes sense, doesn't it, that technology that enables better efficiency is the priority. 65% there, followed by new applications. So there's still an interest, or maybe this has been impacted a bit on where we are, in that people are open-minded to new applications as well.
Yeah, I think this is simple, Marcus, and they all kind of all the response link in here. And the priority for any new technology should be about solving problems. New digital technology, it needs to offer something new, whether that's upstream process efficiency, whether that's downstream late stage versioning with added value, maybe even both. What it shouldn't be is just a digital replica of an analog technology or its analog predecessor. That solves nothing. So solving problems should be the key to all new technologies.
And I guess this is sort of just concluding, really. Ricoh's Ignite Innovation initiative, I guess picking up on some of the things that we've just talked about, that Ricoh, and you're there with a very experienced team and a great infrastructure and experience with inkjet. You want to look for partners, continue to look for partners to solve these problems. So that's a positive initiative. Tell us a bit about it.
Well, I think perhaps Ricoh is in a position where we've weathered the global crisis fairly well. We're stable, we're financially secure, and we should be able to leverage this position of strength to help and to support our partners by tailoring our support to ensure that many of the new innovations that we've talked about over the last years and months, they don't just evaporate. This could be with our strong technical support, as we've always offered, but this could also be about support in new areas, whether that be collaboration or co-development. It could be financial support, payment holidays. It could be financial packages. It could be leasing options. I think, holistically, Ignite is about what will enable an OEM to keep their project alive, and how can Ricoh play its part in partnership with that customer, with that partner, with that OEM, to support them through the difficult times and ensure that these new innovations can come to market and help solve many of the problems that exist across multiple different sectors.
Brilliant. Yeah, I think it's a really, really positive, exciting possibility for somebody who's an innovator that needs the support and expertise and kind of excellent technology that Ricoh has. So I really appreciate you joining us today, Graham. And the survey is available for free download going forward, if you'd like to have a look at it. And there'll be a link, an email at the end of this short film, which will provide you with an address to kind of find out more about Ignite Innovation. So thanks so much, Graham.
Thank you, Marcus.
And look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks, everyone.
Will do. Thank you. Bye.